Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we're having a look at Bus. Bro, you survived. Get ready for a crazy drive across Fang Island. Gather your friends for this 1 to 4 player cooperative looting action game. Save people from the zombie apocalypse, craft and expand your base and turn your bus into a real beast. Escape the island and uncover its conspiracies in Bus, Bro, you survived. The island's fate depends on you. So yeah, this actually looks like a lot of fun and the characters look fantastic. Really, really cool. I'm keen to jump in here and have a look at all the options. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Bus, Bro, you survived, you can find some links below. And I want to say, as always, there'll be timestamps, but I'm not sure there will be all that many this time around. But hey, you can check it out anyway. Now, before we get started, I'm going to say that there's no male or female character creation. You just making a character, a bro, a dude. That's it, you know? It's like you customizing the character, you creating the character. There are a few outfit choices that turn your character into a more feminine character, and there are a few that turn it into a more masculine character. Basically, if you put on a certain top, as an example, you will see what sort of looks like boobs. And if you put on a certain shirt, as an example, you will see a flat chest. But like literally everything else stays the same. Alright? Just keep that in mind as we go through here. So there's only one run through. All the options are shared. And you use the outfits to determine what you are, who you are, how you look, and all the rest. Right? Right. Let's get into the customization. Also going to say there's a whole lot more stuff in the game. Lots of masks and outfits and other cosmetics. We are looking at the starter first time jumping in experience, the stuff that you have when you make your character initially. Alright, eyes. I really like the style that they went with here, by the way. It is a really neat and tidy, clean, cartoony looking 3D. Like the models are just excellent. Like there's really nothing to complain about here. I can't nitpick anything. I think that pretty much all of it just looks perfect. I really particularly like the emotion that you get from the eyes and the mouth. Like, you can set pretty much anything up here. You can make your character look innocent, dangerous, confused, concerned, angry, sleepy, all sorts of things. And then the mouth also just adds to it, which, I mean, I love it. I love it. I love it. This style of character creator and this style of character has always been sort of like a favorite for me. But this might be one of the best iterations of it that I've seen, just because of how neat and tidy it is. Again, it's like a combination of the texture work and then the clean models that they've got. I think it's really nice. I'm personally a big fan. Like, there's just a lot you can do. As you can see, I mean, I don't need to say that. You can see it. There's a lot you can do. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to want to pick some eyes, then you're going to want to pick a mouth that matches it or doesn't match it, because you can just do whatever you want. It just looks ridiculous, doesn't it? I can't get enough. It's great. It's great. For the purposes of this video, we're gonna go with a pretty straightforward one. We'll randomize at the end, but yeah, yeah, let's do that. Skin colors, a little more grounded in reality, I suppose, where you have basically a few lighter ones into a few darker ones, all warmer tones. That may also have something to do with the lighting of the area that we're in, but for the most part, you can see that there are slightly warmer tones, no cooler tones, which is fine. It looks good. And then moving on to the next part, we have the hair. I want to say like my favorite part is the hair, but I actually mean, man, the eyes and the mouth are just so fun. The hair looks great though. Like there's a lot of really cool hairstyles. Once again, I'm just going to say, like, the neat and tidy look and feel of the 3D models is just phenomenal. Combined again with the cool and funny and, like, quirky faces and stuff. It's really cool. And here you will notice you've got some hairstyles that I suppose you could use to shape your character into a more masculine or feminine looking creation. Again, that's on you. I see it as us just creating a bro, and that's it, you know? I mean, let's be real, it's a pretty universal term. You can call anyone or anything a bro. And it works. I love the mohawk, by the way. I think this is just great. Yeah, you know, they have just the right amount of ridiculous here, and I kind of like the style. Funny, it sort of reminds me of a Temtem, which is a weird thing to be thinking right now, but it's like a neater and tidier version of Temtem's character creator, especially with the style that they have for the hair, where it's sort of, the word I would use is probably chunky. It's nice. I really, really like what they've done with the hair here. Especially when you start, like, you know, changing the color up and stuff like that. It just looks nice, you know? It just looks good. Let's take this one. Then let's look at the rest of it. So you can, once again, put some more slightly masculine options on. There are mustaches to pick from here. Nice mustaches, by the way. I really like what they have. I think they're really cool. And what I kind of dig about it is that, like, you can use this sort of ironically and unironically. I mean, it's like, it's doable both ways. You could pretend that this is like a disguise mustache that you're putting on because it has that look to it. It's very cool. And then the beards, it's just those two. And then the eyebrows, pretty fantastic. I like the eyebrows. Nice big bushy brows if you want them. Again, a little bit of emotion there that you can use them for. And then finally the hair color. Decent enough hair colors. I would say, yes, grounded in reality. You've got sort of the colors that you'd expect for a human being. For now, we'll take the black here. Well, the closest thing we can get to black. It's actually a very dark brown. But yeah, the colors are nice. I kind of like the yellow. I like the blondes that they have here. The ginger is cool. It's a good selection. It's a relatively good selection. Now for the cosmetics. I want to point out once again that there are a bunch more that you can get in-game. But for starting out, there is a decent selection. Of course, you're going to have caps. I'm kind of a fan of the headphones. I think they look relatively nice. There's a chef's hat. It's for if you're cooking up trouble. And you've got to wear the chef's hat. A little bit of clipping through the hats and stuff like that here, you'll notice. That's something that they can probably tidy up at some point down the line. It's not the most important thing early on. But they look good. This is my favorite one. I just dig it. I don't know. And the mining hats. The hard hat's kind of nice too. Yeah. And we got like the bowler here. Pretty cool. Decent selection here. Masks, or at least let's say face accessories. There's just the glasses right now. I think they look pretty cool as well. Looks nice. And then, as I was mentioning, you can use these, the tops, to choose whether your character is a male or female. That's actually why I took this hairstyle. You can sort of see it going either way here, right? So when I turn it to the side a little bit, you can see boobs popping out there. Yeah, it's like that on some of them. All these other ones I'm looking at right now, it's not. But then when you get to these ones, you can see that that would be seen as a female character, if that's what you like. It's okay. I think it's a relatively good way of going about it, because it allows you to do basically what you want. You know, you're just making a character a bro. And that's that. And I dig it. It looks good. It all just looks good. There's a great selection here. Once again, you can sort of find basically what you're looking for, I would say. Let's move on to pants. And as you can see, the body shape itself doesn't really change much as you go through. You know, the rest of it stays pretty much the same. So you can mix and match, and you can basically do anything you want with all of these options. It's cool. There are some that match. Like, you can see that this one probably is meant to go with that one, you know, and or this one with the like tattered bottom. And some of the others also sort of match and work well together. That's something you're going to want to sort of discover for yourself, I would say. There's a lot of fiddling around that you can do. A lot of different combos you can come up with. Finally, we have shoes. The shoes are nice. Again, I think the word I would use here is chunky, and it looks kind of good. It's chunky in a good way. It's a good selection. There you go. Now, with all the options out of the way, I'm going to say I'm not a fan of parts of the randomization that we're about to do. I'll tell you why. I feel like pretty much my only criticism of this whole character creator, and I'll mention this in the outro as well, is that when you randomize, you can't select or deselect certain things. As an example, I'd like to be able to lock out the beards. You know? I'd like to be able to say, hey, randomize but without the beards. As you click in through them, most of the characters that you're being presented with, they have the beard and the mustache, and thus they are seen as a male character, and they are sort of similar to one another, because at the end of the day, there aren't that many beards, and there aren't that many mustaches to pick from. And it's not that it ruins it, but it kind of makes it that, you know, you get in a certain type of character. This is fantastic, by the way. You get in a certain type of character, and it sort of makes it difficult to find something worthwhile when you're randomizing. So, yeah. But otherwise, I mean, the randomizer is kind of cool. You can see the sheer number of ridiculous combinations here. Again, in my opinion, gets ruined a little bit by the beards and the mustaches. But overall, yeah, really cool. Lots of good options here. Not so much color. Like, the one thing I think we miss in here is a little bit of vibrance. I wouldn't have minded if they gave us colorful hair, but again, I think that might be the kind of thing that they'll put in the game that you'll have to earn by playing. It's totally cool making a character and having it be a little more simplistic, you know, a little bit more plain at the start, and then you sort of upgrade it with cooler combinations and stuff like that. It's fine. It's fine. But that does bring us to the end of this video. And here in the outro, I'm just going to say that I love this. I've got nothing bad to say. I dig the models. I think they look really, really, really cool. They did a great job with things like the hair and the facial expressions and stuff like that. It all just looks cool. It's fun. It's, yeah, it's the perfect combination of like 3D models and like cartoony visuals. I am impressed. And it's just fun, you know? Making characters like this with these silly and ridiculous faces, it's just fun. It's just good fun. So hey, thank you guys for watching. Give this one a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. If you'd like to find my links, you can find them below, my coffee page and my Twitch channel. If you're playing Bro, You Survived, yeah, you can let me know what you think of the game. If you managed to make yourself a nice character and all the rest. Hey, thanks for watching. Go well, be cool, and all the rest. Happy that.